Welcome to the Battle Zone.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear and the independent circuit, the tag team combination of the inventor of professional wrestling, Matt Classic, and the innovator of professional wrestling, Matt Classic 2. Together they are House Classic.
Good evening, wrestling fans. This is AWL Strong and Free, episode 124 from the Greater Toronto area in the Battle Zone. We are starting off tonight with some intergender tag team action. And I just love how uncomfortable Matt Classic Sr. looks right now. That's because I'm a terrible person.
And their opponents, introducing first, making her way to the ring from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, the daughter of the dragon,
Dragoness lighting the fire tonight. The newest recruited member, if there is such a thing, of the Conglomeration, because we officially know she is not a shithead. And unfortunately, that was not a successful run in the Forge the Four tournament for this duo, losing both of their matches, starting the season 0-2. But there is still hope, as once again, the Dragonfire illuminates the arena as it was in days gone by. Keeping her father's pyro there is part of the situation. Second generation AWL star, a true thoroughbred of this league. And she is teaming up with a rising star of women's wrestling around the planet. You feel it. You feel the power.
and her tag team partner, making her way to the ring, representing all elite wrestling, the babe with the power, Willow Nightingale, represent the Conglomeration, and they are the number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4.
That's right, they are currently the number 2 rank in the Best 4. That means they have the opportunity to challenge, the right to eventually challenge for the Joshi Tag Team Championship, currently held by UK Gen 2, which means if that match happens, Willow would be the only person who is not a second-generation wrestler in that match. Weird situation here. But right now, the future of professional wrestling faces the origin of professional wrestling, Matt Classic, and his son, the first ever intergenerational tag team champions in the history of the Animated Wrestling League. And Daddy's going to be starting us off, and that sounded a lot creepier when I said it did in my head. Bang the gong, the match is on, drop kick, a swing and a miss. This goes all the way back to the very origin of the Animated Wrestling League, as Dragon, the father of the Dragoness, our first ever champion. Matt Classic, of course, a Season 0 original. Originally a refugee from Wrestling Society X, if you remember what that is, and nobody does. Of course, eventually bringing his son into the fold. Matt Classic Jr. originally becoming Matt Classic 2 once Daddy felt he had grown up. 15-minute time limit in this and all non-title tag team 2-on-2 bouts. But we have got a massive amount of action coming up for you tonight. Singles and tag team rolls through. Really a bad spill there for Matt Classic 2. He's the high flyer. He's the one he's the indie darling. His dad's a lot more traditional, good old-fashioned DDT there in our main event tonight. One-on-one, at least we hope it will be. Razerhawk versus his trainer, Ophidian of the Monster Union. We have a colossal 4-way elimination, 8-woman tag team match, 4 teams. It's going to be nuts. And Eddie Kingston, after over a year and a half, he is back in this league. And we are going to also have a goodbye, at least for now, to Francisco Akira as he prepares for surgery on his wrist. He's going to take him out of action for quite a while. United Empire versus an all-star trio of AWL wrestlers. That's going to be coming up in just a few moments, in less than 15 minutes. Big stomp there by Willow Nightingale, a truly international wrestler. One half of the final ever Chikara Campeonas de Parejas, former former Strong Openweight Women's Champion, former TBS Champion, former CMLL Women's Champion. She has wrestled all over the world. She has gotten so many titles. Dragoness, an all-star of the Animated Wrestling League, former AWL Joshi Champion, former AWL Joshi Tag Team Champion, a couple of times there as part of the Queens of Wrestling, one and only one. She is a former Intercontinental Champion as well, I believe. Let me double check that particular tidbit. As I take a look at the title records here, Dragoness, yes, Joshi Tag Team and Intercontinental, a Triple Crown Champion in her career. Matt Classic Senior, a Grand Slam Champion. Grand Championship, Tag Team Championship, Intercontinental, and a winner of the New Year's Tournament as well. Matt Classic 2, he's held the Tag Team belts with his dad, and he is a former Intercontinental Champion. That Contenders title, now exclusive to our Japanese brand of AWL Hontai. We, of course, have the Canadian National Championship holding the same function here in Canada. Kick up, and that was a big mistake. Should have dropped down from the top rope the second he saw that Dragoness was back on her feet. 11 minutes, 20 seconds approximately on the clock. Plenty of time here. Huracanrana, Dragon Kanrana, a key cornerstone of her family's Dragon style. Tag made to the powerhouse. The mistress of the pounce, the babe with the power bomb. And a good old-fashioned spine buster. Spine on the pine right there in the dead center of that AWL 20 by 20 foot ring. Hard shots up and kick away by Matt Classic Senior, the oldest active competitor in the Animated Wrestling League, I will point out. Barring some entities like the Yokai Butai that may technically be immortal. Lariato! Over the touch. Tope! What? Yes! Matt Classic 2 doing something his father would never even consider. Tope Suicida. On the outside. Huge round the world. That modified Nietzsche Milk Driver. And make sure there will be no tag here. He is going to reset the count. DDT! Jesus Christ. Bad ball right on the top of the head. We're a third of the way through the time limit here. And that's a classic destroyer. Is this kid an indie darling or what? Snapping super kick as well. Dragoness not the legal fighter right now. Willow is. Matt Classic 2 needs to get back in the ring before that 20 count. Or never mind, a reset of the count now as Willow Nightingale comes back out. Dragoness is out of this. This may as well be a handicap match with something resembling tag team rules right now. AWL senior official Joey Baba Ganoush and the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family has completely lost the plot here. And a great counter by Willow, getting back to her feet. Now, this is not a championship match. No titles on the line here. No titles held by any of these wrestlers. So that means that a ring out, a victory by ring out, is a sufficient way to win. Again, 20 count. in the Animated Wrestling League. And Dragon is trying to block Matt Classic's re-entry to the ring with her body. Counts up to 13. And there we go, 14. Both wrestlers return to the squared circle. And a beautiful takedown. His father watching on approvingly. Rolling elbow does not connect, but a cross body block does. Willow freaking Nightingale of the Conglomeration. You can see her each and every week on AEW Dynamite and Collision down in the United States. Up and spine booster! Nothing matters. Smile anyway. That is Willow Nightingale 2AT. Tag is made. Dragoness back in. Keeping the fire burning and a beautiful Dragon Salt. She's going to be looking for any of her father's Dragon drops. Going to be looking for her own Dragoness combinations. He saw was a Dragoness drop. The Dragoness drop. No, I don't think so. Looking for the 777X. The upgrade of his own father's airplane spin. Willow able to come in to break it up. Of course, the classic claw, always a risk, always a danger. Anytime you face House Classic or their students, the new classics. Did we see a tag pole get? I don't think we did. An exploder. I think he meant to throw her into the corner, but he misjudged. He went flat onto the mat. There we go. That's what he was trying to do earlier. Grabbing the back of his mask. I don't know. I hope he was just readjusting. Head injuries can be very serious in professional wrestling, of course, as in all sports. 6 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock approximately. And wait a minute, a Dragon's Destroyer! He hit the Classic Destroyer earlier. Everybody does the fucking Destroyers these days, the freaking Destroyers these days, don't they? Wrong side of the world, my friend. Bam! Flying forearm into the corner. And a nasty swinging drop kick in the corner as well. Ricky DeRobert, the tag is made. Willow's back in trying to save this. Oh no, we know he likes the triple clotheslines as he sets up for the Ripcord Rider kick. Ripcord Rider kick. And that is an incredible distance. And he does actually think better of it. That Ripcord Rider was right on the button. Collar elbow tie-up, reversal, looking for a... Oh! Almost a twisting Uranagi there by the Babe with the Power. In comes the father of all professional wrestling, and I don't mean Christian Cage. Up, vertical suplex. That was a match ender in his day, the full vertical suplex. And of course, Matt, one of the few wrestlers, along with Willow, to have the dispensation against the knee pad rule. 1, 2. Coming up on the 2/3 part of the time limit here. Tag is made.
10 minutes coming up. 5 remaining.
Wrestlers can hear those time calls as well as you as I can. This is the type of action we bring you every week, twice a week here in the Animated Wrestling League. And there's the classic claw. Broken up. The classic claw, usually a pretty instant tap out. And there we go, right back to it. No wasted motion, little wasted time. The classic claw applied. Willow has nowhere to go. And the house wins.
Here we go, winner.
Their first tag team match of the season. They are now 1-0, and that could mean good things for their future. Jacob Austin Young making his in-ring debut. Francisco Akira right now, hopefully just for now, making his in-ring goodbye. under the Imperial rule. We know the Empire has kind of a loose association with our branches, our brand split.
The following trios contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the tag team combination of the Prince of Fate, Hologram, Crown of Fire, Francisco, Akira. Together they are the United Empire.
Callum Newman, currently one half of the number 2 contenders to the World Tag Team titles, losing a big tag team match back on Saturday against Tiger Mask W. The Tigers will face the Cyberhawks, assuming Razorhawk manages to come through his match tonight with Ophidian without injury. That tag team title match is scheduled for next week over in Japan.
And their trio's partner, making his in-ring debut, the Animated Wrestling League, joining the United Empire in the league, Jacob Austin Young!
Well, turns out you have to earn the entrance graphic in the United Empire. Well, let's go with that. Jacob Austin Young, we've seen him at ringside when the UK Gen 2 members of the Empire earned at one, completely dominated the tag team division of the Joshi division. The tag team ranks of the Joshi division. We have yet to see him compete in the ring, and he's got a very interesting trio that he's got to debut against.
And their opponents, introducing first, making his way to the ring from the Tales of Sinbad, the 18 ROC,
The Rock, a former Canadian national champion. He has long resisted ever since his best friend, his tag team partner, Eruption Solar, was unfortunately basically had to retire from professional wrestling. Long story there. He has resisted any efforts to join a team, a tag team, a trio, a stable, a unit, anything. He is a lone wolf in the Animated Wrestling League by choice. That this opportunity against the Empire, that is not something that comes around every day. And frankly, he needs the win. So take a look at the win-loss record coming into this match. The Rock, well, he hasn't had a bad career. He's on the plus side, 35-28, ratio of +7. But he does need help if he wants to move back into title contention for the Grand Championship. Maybe even be the one to take it to the Tokyo Dome. Who knows?
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He is the most Canadian man in the world.
He is on the road to joining the 100-win club. He is at 97 wins right now. A win here tonight would put him 2 away from that elite group of competitors. 97-77 his career record, ratio of +20. And now a man who has not been here very long, but he is undefeated.
And their partner, representing All Elite Wrestling and the Conglomeration, Hologram!
Of course, the Luchador, no stranger to trios matches. here in his native Mexico, over in All Elite Wrestling as part of the Conglomeration. He's been having some glitches lately, but he is still unpinned and unsubmitted in the Animated Wrestling League or in AEW, but he's got a massive match for the TNT Championship, title versus streak, against the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher of the Don Callis family, on Wednesday, the 6th anniversary of Dynamite. That's coming up very, very soon. I hope everybody's going to be watching that. We need to support the good guys in pro wrestling. All right, The Rock starting us off against the sort of unofficial leader these days, or one of the unofficial leaders, of Callum Newman. He's been teaming with the Dominator Great O'Khan here in the Animated Wrestling League, but O'Khan, if you watch Destruction in Kobe, O'Khan has been sort of indicating that, you know, maybe New Japan at least doesn't need a United Empire anymore. So the Empire, the foundation of the Empire, not strong, and with Will Ospreay recovering from neck surgery, thankfully successful neck surgery, according to all reports, the Empire has never really been weaker, in my opinion, more vulnerable. They've got a huge roster around the world. They do not have a lot of championships. They control actually more titles here in the Animated Wrestling League than they do elsewhere. In fact, the most gold-laden member of the Empire not here right now is Templario, who currently holds championships, I believe, in 3 different promotions. CMLL, Major League Wrestling, and New Japan, well, New Japan Strong technically, but New Japan still. Spear, double spear, Francisco Akira, he's got to be careful. He is, I don't know how the hell he got cleared for this. Dr. Marcus Fieldgood of the AWL medical staff apparently cleared him on the wrist. You can see his wrist very heavily taped. I'm not actually sure which wrist is damaged, but I do know he does need wrist surgery. This will be Akira's, that's not even Akira, that's Jacob Austin Young. What am I talking about? So this is the man with everything to prove here, the youngest and newest member, I think still newest member of the United Empire. 0-0 in the Animated Wrestling League. The tag is made. And your legal fighter right now, I believe, is Kid Canada. Yes, it is. And that explains why they don't seem to be tagging in Akira. He does have that hurt wrist. 20-minute time limit in this trios contest. We'll have another 20-minute time limit match in our 4-way elimination women's tag team, Joshi tag team, fight for 4. There is a slot available in the best 4. And we are going to be looking to fill it with not 1 but 2 debuting tag teams, but both with incredible pedigrees. Massive drop kick, swinging to the cover. I like the efficiency from Callum Newman, the Prince of Pace, keeping the pace of the match where he wants it and keeping his opponent. There we go. There's Francisco Akira in what will be his last match with the United Empire for quite some time. Inverted DDT. Limping back, and in comes Hologram. I believe a first time ever meeting between these two. Blockbuster by Akira. He may have a bum wrist, but he can fly with the greatest of ease. His legs still work, and so do his guts. That Tokon, that fighting spirit that we see out of all the New Japan wrestlers. They're used to matches that go 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes, are much shorter timelines, are much shorter time limits here in the Animated Wrestling League can be a little bit of a detriment to them. They have to adjust their pace. Prince of Pace pretty good at that. Francisco Akira. I hate to be the bearer of bad news on that. Not a positive win-loss record here. He is 4-5 in the AWL, ratio of -1. And off the top rope, a little bit of an alley-oop there. And the leader that they don't have. The United Empire does not have leaders, and right now, Callum Newman is the leader they don't have. Swing through into the cover, shoots the half, gets into that position. Uses the leverage of the arm to roll his opponent's shoulder blades into the pinning predicament. Newman realizes he is way too close to the enemy corner right now, but not much he can do about it as Hologram, the digital denizen beyond the forbidden door, takes the control, takes the lead of the match. Off the ropes, Hurricane Rana, and an original Hurricane Rana. 1, 2, you cannot complain if I call it that way. Reversal, 1, 2. As we hear the 5-minute time call, or maybe we heard it over the referee and me talking. A great counter to that Hurricane Rana by Callum Newman. Hologram able to get out in plenty of time though. What are we looking for here? A tag is made, and that is Jacob Austin Young. The young man coming in, around he goes. Hologram taking him out. Oh, nasty jumping knee. And I like that the United Empire, they're doing a lot of quick, rapid tags, keeping each other fresh. They are protecting the new guy. They are protecting the injured wrist. And a sliding drop kick out of nowhere, a pop-up. Like a pop-up ad that you didn't want to see play. Up, down, all around. The referee goes down. Senior official Joey Babaganoush in trouble. That was a rookie mistake by Jacob Austin Young. There's no point in making a cover right now. The referee is down and out. Irish whip. And a beautiful momentum-driven belly-to-belly overhead release. 1. Actually, no, not even a 1. The impetuousness of youth being able to kick out before the 1. 0.7, I believe. Fans here in Canada, they should be capable of counting along in both English and French. We do have our French announce team out here for our Quebec broadcast. Off of the ropes. Hito Bito no moon salto denied. The knees up, the knee pads shiny new and hard as a rock. The Rock is in trouble as Austin Young trying to keep things on his side of the ring and his side of the outside of the ring, apparently. And we're going to see what this kid can do from the top rope. He is a junior heavyweight by the New Japan definition. Tornado arm drag. And a senton out of nowhere as a follow-up. 2 indeed, sir. 2 as Joey Babaganoush getting, I think, a little bit slow on his count here. He just got nailed in the head by Austin Young a few minutes ago. Rolls through, collar and elbow tie-up. 12 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time to finish it. Oh, nasty-looking lariat. Flying clothesline, actually. Wait a minute, what is this going to be? We're looking for a sharpshooter. A Sasori Gatame on the outside. Remember, there's only 20 to work with here. Another 8, and they are both eliminated. Young returns to the ring. He thinks he's celebrating and won jack shit yet. But he does seem perfectly satisfied. No, he's not. He's getting a bit of a talking to from Callum Newman, saying, you know, we don't win that way. Get out there and kick some ass. Oh, taking out his own partner. Some friendly fire there. Jacob Austin Young. This guy wants to be made in the United Empire. He knows his AWL debut, that's a big platform for him, for his career. Goes through, kick, hits the kick. Up, down, all around into a wrist lock that gets a punch to the face. That's the thing, if you're focusing on one of your opponent's arms, their other arm is free to punch you. Go behind, looking for a fisherman buster, I think. Yes, he does. Need any contact. As we're almost halfway through the time limit. Tag made to the most Canadian man in the world. The man who is 10 gone, 10 left. Boom! Speed fire leading to a deep, deep 2 count. If The Rock hadn't been there, this match would be absolutely over. And this is only the second bout of the night, wrestling fans. We've still got the return of Eddie Kingston. We've still got Razerhawk versus Ophidian in the main event. We've got that colossal 4-team, 8-woman tag team elimination bout with a shot at the Joshi Tag Team Championship on the line. And that's going to be in our semi-final. That's worth a subscribe, isn't it? I'd love to get to, you know what, I'd love to see a boost in subscribers before the end of the season. 500 for AWL 500, that is way too much to expect, I realize. Let's try we can get to 200 subscribers by the end of season 25 of the Animated Wrestling League. Going up now. And 450 splash. But there was no water in the pool. The tag made back to the unleader. Prince of Pace, Calum Newman, if anyone can keep up with Hologram, it is this trio of the United Empire, the Fireball, the Prince of Pace. Does Jacob Austin Young have a nickname yet? I don't think so. If he does, it's because he hasn't. If he doesn't, it's because he hasn't been memorable enough for one beautiful drop kick. The tag made a desperation diving tag. Hologram able to minimize the window, get out of the ring. We have less than 8 minutes now. This could go to a 20-minute time limit draw. This could go Broadway. None of us want to see that. And given ticket sales, nobody wants to see anything on Broadway either right now. Vertical, goes for the brain buster, the suplex, no. Up. Atomic drop. Attacking a man in his coccyx. And red alert, or the United Empire, the green and gold alert. Shout out to the amazing Red Hurricane Rana, does not connect. Canadian Crunch! Canadian Crunch! Canadian Crunch! Broken up by Jacob Austin Young. His inclusion paying dividends for the Empire. Bad territory, not a place to be. What are we looking at here? Oh, we're looking at something bad. We're looking at a tag Kogeki. No, I don't think we are. I think setting him up and letting the big man take him down, an odd strategy, does not pay off. Snapping super kick right in the face of the unsuccessful victory roll. Moonsault to finish. 6.5 minutes left from the neutral corner. Splash from the heavens by the Prince of Pace into the far reaches of the universe. The tag is made. Francisco Akira, he is on his way out, but he has still got what it takes for a big back body drop. Are we going to see the fireball to finish this off? I think Rock felt that coming. He got out of the ring to avoid it. Smart strategy. He's got that 20 count. May as well use it. And of course, if... Oh, wait a minute. Another tag here. Looks like, is that... Yes, Jacob Austin Young back in the ring. If Young leaves the ring, that will reset the count, give The Rock even more time. That's exactly what just happened. Get out of here, says The Rock. Atomic drop. Not a lot of time remaining now. Almost at the 5-minute time call. Once that hits, the time calls get a lot faster. And the urgency becomes a lot more of a problem. The Rock in control as they return to the squared circle. And he's looking for another of those Fisherman Busters. The Rock, we saw the Heat to beat the No Moon Saruto earlier. We have not seen him hit the spell check. His actual Hisatsuwa's his official finishing move. And there's that tag Kogeki we didn't get earlier. Kid Canada now. Going to be looking for the Canadian Destroyer. Might be looking for the Sharpshooter, the Canadian Crunch. 1, 2. And the kid somehow survives. Rapid fire right hands goes for a very simple sleeper hold. One of the last ever graduates of the original incarnation of the Heart Dungeon back in Calgary in his hometown. So of course he is schooled in the basics of pro wrestling, but he can adapt to the modern day as well. The personification of Canadian wrestling. Irish whip off of the ropes. Great hip toss arm drag. He gets caught by the drop toe hold. Less than 4 minutes on the clock, up and down, rethinking it. And that's the problem when you're a kid, when you're young in this business. You don't have your strategies down pat. You're kind of trying to improvise. You're trying to play jazz when you don't know all the notes. What is this? Shiranui! 1, 2, 3, oh! A belt and suspenders defense, but very nearly a 3 count. Faster than I've seen one. Snapping sidekick. And a little help with the enziguri. He's going to fly. He's going to do something stupid. Oh, Hurricane Rana through the ropes. Stand scissor takedown through the ropes. I thought he was going to go for a tope suicida, and he went the exact opposite direction.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
Francisco Akira and Callum Newman watching on as Jacob Austin Young, the future of the United Empire, showing the world what he can do tonight at AWL Strong and Free, episode 124. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. If they can pull this off. Oh, what is he thinking? Face first into the turnbuckle. Maybe should have made the tag, but Austin Young feeling it right now. DDT! Floats over quick for the DDT. Oh, wait, a cover! A cover! A desperation cover. 1, 2. Not a proper cover. That was the difference between victory and defeat there. Opportunity knocks, and so does Francisco Akira. Collar and elbow tie-up, looking for the body slam. Not quite in your weight class yet, kid. Spend some more time in the dojo. Trust me, you'll get there. Oh, wait a minute, using the ropes now.
There are 2 minutes remaining.
Jacob Austin Young looking to finish this off. Round and round and round we go. He hits it. Can he get the cover? Yes, very quickly dives into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and a lucky win, and Hologram has been defeated, though unpinned. A big victory for the Empire.
Here are your winners, the United Empire.
Get well soon, Crown of Fire, Francisco Akira. We hope to see you back in the league very, very soon. But welcome to the AWL, Jacob Austin Young. Oh, it's the good old days all over again. Eddie Kingston is about to beat the living piss out of somebody I don't like.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from the mean streets of Niigata, the worst wrestler in the league.
Officially.
THUGLIFE, Tanaka, Kid. And 1. Alright, whatever. THUGLIFE, Kid.
Well, I think his official registered name is THUGLIFE Tanaka Ken 1, which is extremely stupid. Still wearing that old I am cool, you am fuck t-shirt. I don't know how he's keep getting away with that. I don't think he's washed that thing in like 10 years. Just judging by the smell. Smells like downtown Toronto on a bad day.
And his opponent being accompanied by Hook, fighting out of Yonkers, New York, making his return to the Elimination Wrestling League. War King, Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston. It's been over 16 months since Gabe Kidd broke both of his legs in a New Japan ring. He is now back in All Elite Wrestling. I had the pleasure of watching him at All Out. A little bit of ring rust to work off, admittedly, in that match with Big Bill. A tag team now forged with the cold-hearted, handsome devil Hook. The world is cold, you better knuckle up, Tanaka Ken 1. Bang the gong, the match is on, a swing and a miss, and the Tachiai actually goes to Tanaka. You know, I'm just going to call him Tanaka Kenichi. Because one, Ichi, this guy thinks he actually did something in English class in middle school, so. All right, here we go, into the cover here, no. Couple of nasty kicks, looking for the DDT. Now, normally when we see wrestlers, swing and a miss on that big elbow drop. I think he got something, but he didn't get all of it. Normally when we see wrestlers come back from prolonged injury hiatus, they're able to work on new techniques, new strategies. They're able to, frankly, get into much better shape. Not really in the case of Eddie Kingston. This man had not one, but two absolutely fucked up legs. He could not stand. He could not walk for a year. So if you're talking about how he doesn't look like a goddamn bodybuilder, you are out of your frickin' mind. You stay in shape for a year when you can't walk. Seriously, the hate that the king of the bums, the king of ashes, the last of the dying breed, the hate that he gets from idiot wrestling fans who don't know jack shit about anything really pisses me off. And I admit, I am an idiot wrestling fan. I am an obsessive, almost certainly neurodivergent wrestling fan, but I am an idiot wrestling fan. I know I can't do what Eddie Kingston does for a living, and therefore he has my respect. Eddie Kingston, whatever this man is, whatever is going on around this man, Eddie Kingston is 100% fucking real. And if you got a problem with that, you got a problem with professional wrestling. Sorry, rant over. Tanaka Ken 1, as you see the cold-hearted handsome devil Hook on the outside. They're just sort of brushing off his towel there, his neck towel. He steal that out of his dad's closet. Claudio still sucks eggs, and Eddie Kingston still one of the nastiest brawling bastards in the sport today. But when it comes to dirty fighting, when it comes to, well, I'll just say it's cheating, there's something to be said to the abilities of THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi. Cover here, 1. That would be the first victory outside of a Botsamania match that this guy has had in years. THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi. Most losses of anyone in the history of the league. Spinning lariat. Not the full back fist to the future, going the wrong direction. Tanaka Kenichi in his AWL career, 64 wins, but 115 losses, ratio of -51. I think he is actually mathematically locked in the danger zone for the rest of his life. Spine buster, going for the quick cover, 1, 2, and that's actually pretty smart by Kingston as he still works off the ring rust, because go for the quick cover, go for the quick win here, now, tonight. That wins when you get to Dynamite, when you get to Collision, when you get to All Elite Wrestling, you're able to shake off more of that rust, to get your reps in. It's a cliche that there's no training like wrestling, and there isn't. It's a cliche because it's true. Eddie Kingston, prior to his injury, was on a bit of a roll here in the Animated Wrestling League. He has had 8 and 9 his career total, ratio of -1. He could get back to 0. He could get back to a literal fresh start in the Animated Wrestling League right here, right now, beating THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi right here at AWL Strong and Free, 1, 2, 4. There we go, good old DDT. He's not much of a DDT fan, he's more of a New Japan Noah man, but fair enough. And this, honestly, at this point, we're about to have our 5-minute time call. This shouldn't have happened. This should be over by now. Body, oh, boo! Northern Lights bomb. 1, 2, no.
5 minutes are left, 5 remaining.
It is undeniable. Wake up that stretch plum. That combination armbar and inverted chin lock. Kingston thinking, what the hell do I have to do to get this little bastard to stay down? Just turning into a Jakob Hammermeyer situation. Anybody else remember Jakob Hammermeyer? Everybody loved Jakob. That's probably just me. And somehow Kenichi, or Ken1, able to find a way to get back in control. Sliding lariat takes down the former Continental and first ever Continental champion, winner of the first Continental Classic tournament, the former modern Triple Crown champion, with 4 minutes on the clock. Oh, what is he thinking? He's thinking something very... Oh, what the... Check his hand. I think it was a roll of quarters or something. 1, 2. We have quarters in Canada, by the way. Wouldn't be a roll of 50 yen coins anymore. Looking for the Niigata Street Cutter. Rolls into that unorthodox pinning predicament. 1, 2, no! But Eddie barely able to kick out with 3.5 minutes on the clock. And speed star drop kick down to the floor. When did THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi find a pair of balls? Ducks the collar and elbow, gets a hold of his own. Oh, a cheap shot, cheap.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's exactly how many minutes we have left in this match. Eddie is not going to want a draw, or a ring out for that matter, on his first match back in the Animated Wrestling League. Joshi Doen on the outside, both men looking for a position, and he lands on his feet, does Tanaka Ken1, but eats that Uranagi. He knows the rules because Eddie Kingston, he just doesn't follow them all that much in his life. The man who at one point was selling his wrestling boots for rent gets a call from Cody Rhodes, gets the call from Tony Khan, gets the tap on the shoulders, talks his way into All Elite Wrestling. He has been a champion there. Oh, here we go. Old school pile driver. A student of the game, if ever there was one. Backdrop driver. Eddie Kingston, one of the last Gaijin who walks the King's Road. 90 seconds remaining, well, 92 seconds remaining. Kingston trying to get his bearings here. He's going to go for a straight cover on this. I don't think he is. He wants that Uraken, that back fist to the future, I think. Oh, no, he wants the knee trembler. There we go, Hurricane block! The Hurricane block! Niigata, street cutter! The hurricane block from Niigata, street cutter! I don't freaking believe it! 1, 2, no! Thank God. 1 minute, less than a minute. Less than a minute. Just dives into him, just throwing his whole body at his opponent. That's one way to compensate for a weight difference, I suppose. Oh, wait a minute. Eddie Kingston, desperate now. He does not go up to the top rope. Get up, motherfucker, he says. Double axe handle smash. Is that enough to knock out this bastard? 30 seconds. 1, 2. Yes! He had to go into pages of the playbook that haven't even been written yet.
Here's your winner, Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston is now 9-9 in the AWL. He is back from injury, and this is a fresh start for the last of a dying breed. This match is going to be so crazy we can't even get the teams lined up in the graphic. Oh, I think I hate this game sometimes.
The following contest is scheduled for up to 7 falls. This is a 4-way tag team elimination fight for 4. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the realm of the Otai and the Transylvania, representing the Monster Union, Conglomeration and Wild. The Holy Alliance.
The Unholy Alliance, it's cats and dogs wrestling together, mad hysteria, or more accurately, Japanese spirit cat girls and werewolves, because God, I love wrestling. Alright. Up to 7 falls in this match. You must pin both members of an opposing team to eliminate that team and earn a victory for your own faction, your own team, your own unit. Last team standing, they're in the best 4. And we're in full color, live in Technicolor.
Introducing first, making their way to the ring, representing All Elite Wrestling, Tony Storm, and the interim Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion, Shirakawa Mina. Together they are Love Storm.
The Love Storm, the disaster lesbian film buff, and the adorable Japanese idol come together. Oh, this is adorable. Look at this. Their first time, not their first time as a tag team, certainly their first time as a registered tag team in the Animated Wrestling League. Taking a look at the records coming into this, the Timeless one, 4-2 in her very brief AWL career. The most recent former, and I was shocked when this happened, former All Elite Wrestling Women's World Champion.
Introducing next, making their way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and Imperial Iceland, the tag team combination of the true Toronto star, Amy Wade, the queen of murder gymnastics, Lady Rock. Together they are the Great White North.
After their one-on-one match against each other, they saw this opportunity in the tag team division, said, hey, we may be focusing on singles for right now, but hey, if we can get back into the best 4, have that in our back pocket, why not? In wrestling, you got to take every opportunity when it comes to you, because they don't come that often.
And the final team, introducing first, making her way to the ring from the Warren, representing True Love,
Usa-chan, unfortunately, without her girlfriend Betty Bubbles here, Betty Bubbles not allowed to continue to compete in the Animated Wrestling League, otherwise they would definitely be a tag team right now. But Usa-chan, the rabbit girl, has found one heck of a tag team partner. A championship level tag team partner, dare I say.
And her partner, representing Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, she is the reigning MLP Canadian Women's Champion, the quintessential diva, Giselle Shaw.
Coming into the AWL at the end of last season as part of the run-up to our season finale and the interpromotional gauntlet match, Giselle Shaw, 2-2 in AWL action. She is the Canadian Women's Champion. Sorry, I need to make sure I get that right. She is the female champion of all of Canada. Her male counterpart, of course, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, member of, I hate to say it, the Don Callis family, so he does not need that. So I gotta be honest, most of the people in the Don Callis family don't need it, do they? They could be stars on their own. They got all they need. They don't need that bastard. Although I must admit, I do have a lot of fun making fun of Don Callis anytime I'm in the same building as him. Which is weird that it's happened twice now. Everybody is legal at once. Everything goes. Shit's about to hit the fan. Bang the gong! The cluster mess is on! Everybody starts pairing off. We got 4 singles matches going on right now. As the Monster Union taking down the rookie tag team. Never worked together before in any promotion. Giselle Shaw and Usa-chan. Meanwhile, Shirakawa down on the outside. Oh! Nasty looking slam. Wait a minute, Shirakawa going for a ladder. I like this woman. She's crazy. I see what Tony sees in her. I see both things Tony sees in her. Alright, so you're going to keep your eye on the referee. I will remind you, pinfalls and submissions only count in the ring in these kind of elimination matches, and every defeated team, not every fall, every defeated team counts as a point. We've had a lot of clean sweep victories in these kind of multi-person elimination matches lately here in the AWL. A clean sweep right now, that means 3 successful victories, 3 wins in your win-loss record. And right now, that would take any one of these teams straight to the top of the rankings. They would be number 1. They would have a better win-loss record right now, more wins in fact, than the reigning Joshi Tag Team Champions. Well, this is a fight for 4. I understand this may be a bit of a reshuffle of the fight for 4 at the Commissioner's discretion given the results of tonight's action. So hopefully we will have an updated list for you before we get to our main event. Teacher versus student, Ophidian versus Razerwing. Oh, look at the height that Neko Musume just got on that moonsault. Cast, of course, well connected to the moon, mythologically speaking. 20-minute time limit here. And in the event of a time limit draw, the 2 Canadians going at each other now. I think our first cover of the match. 1, 2. A deep 2 count on a former women's world champion among the elites. In the event of a time limit draw, any falls that have happened count. But no team would be admitted to the best 4. What are we looking at? It looks like a Tiger Breaker. I don't know if she studied the Tiger style. 1. Well, we do know Tony's from an extensive wrestling history in Japan, mostly in the Stardom promotion. So, who knows? Maybe she picked up a little Tiger style in her days back in the land of the rising sun, or the land of Sunbook, if you want to have a direct translation of the name of the country. Cameras can have trouble keeping track of all this action. Down to the Fujiwara armbar on the lethal lycanthrope. Great counter, knee right to the skull. Might have been trying to come down to the side of the head there, trying to do damage to the ear or the shoulder blade. I'm not sure. The shoulder, I'm not sure. Somebody, wait a minute, the referee just, the wrong person hit by that helicopter head scissors from Neko Musume. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family is down and out. There are no disqualifications in this matchup with that kind of a screw-up. That would be disqualification worthy if you ask me. Hey, almost a glorious driver on Giselle Shaw. Oh, snapping super kick into the cover. We could have our first elimination of the contest here. 1, 2, no, only 1. We're about 4 minutes in. We have not had an elimination as of yet. Powerbomb position. Oh, a golden powerbomb, gold star powerbomb to the outside. Down goes Wild Thing. Neko Musume coming around, trying to maybe find a way to. Oh, okay, can we zoom in the camera a little bit? I know we gotta. Oh, here we go. The Timeless One. Unable to get a cover, and that's why these things do tend to go. That's why we have an extended time limit of 20 minutes with these matches. You think it's bad when there's one person on each team to break something up. We got 7 people looking to break shit up at this point. Because everybody wants those wins. It's a strategy question. Do you let the other teams eliminate each other, and then you pick up the pieces, or you go for that clean sweep? You go for those 3 wins. Those 3 victories, and pick up yourself and pick up your career and get yourself right in to the top. The top of the Joshi Tag Team Division. It's only going to be a Joshi Tag Team Division for a short while. Fireman's carry into the super kick by Amy Wade. Cover here. 1, 2. Uchi-chan over Neko Musume gets a deep 2 count. Right now, Nina Shirakawa Nina, if you want to be culturally accurate, on the outside, observing the action, being kept in reserve by Timeless Tony Storm. There's also coming back into the ring herself. Transylvanian twist on Amy Wade. 1, 2, only 2. Crowd counting along. That does not have a referee's cadence. And international equalizer, the baseball bat. 3's got a first elimination.
Wild Thing eliminated.
Okay, that means whoever pins Neko Musume will get a win for their team. Giselle Shaw looking to do that right now, looking to single-handedly eliminate the Unholy Alliance. 1, 2, 3, she did it!
Neko Musume has been eliminated! One victory to Uchi-chan and Giselle Shaw.
Alright, the brand new tag team of Giselle Shaw. Wait a minute, another cover here. 1, 2, oh, 2.5, nearly eliminating Timeless Tony Storm. Dare I say, the biggest star in women's wrestling today anywhere in the world. And we're lucky to have her here, at least on a part-time basis, for the Animated Wrestling League. We are happy with our talent exchange policies that we have tried to cultivate over the years. Some have been more successful than others, mainly because companies we like tend to keep going out of business. Let's not mention that anymore. Storm in the corner here. Oh wait, 1, 2. A deep 2 count on Shirakawa by Giselle Shaw. Okay, why not? We got everything but the kitchen sink in here. Let's bring in the garbage can. Who bloody cares at this point?
Giselle Shaw has been eliminated!
Well, at this point, the worst Giselle Shaw, and for that matter, Uchi-chan can do, is come out even on the night. +1, -1. Deep 2 count on Amy Wade. Alright, So we've got one team that's been fully eliminated. Usa-chan is on her own. The Love Storm and the Great White North are both together and cracking the dome of the ROH Interim Women's World Television Champion. I think I got that right. I love the use of interim champions. I know it's controversial. I love it. Near elimination of Shirakawa. One. Honestly, this is a tag team match I kind of want to see. And now it looks like a kendo stick being brought in. The Shinai. 1, 2, through. It is only 2. Only 2. That trash can, I think, just got dropped over one of our microphones. And once again, second time in the match, the referee is taken out. He can't disqualify for this because there's no disqualifications. What are we looking at here? Oh, man. Frost looking at doing something very, very dangerous. Big splash on the former Women's World Champion. 1. Oh, no. Avalanche Poison Rana from the Queen of Murder Gymnastics, damn near murdering Shirakawa Mina. Usagi DDT! That could be the key to victory, but it is not as the partner comes to save her. Cover on Shirakawa. 1, 2, only 2. The garbage can. The garbage can being used. We're now halfway through the time limit to break up that hold. There's a lot of action going on outside the ring. That's awesome, but it only matters inside the ring as far as the rules go. And we have here, dropping Usa-chan right on those extremely large ears of hers. And that baseball bat back in play. High angle clothesline. The rabbit style of professional wrestling, very leg-based. Very jumping at base, coming at you from every angle in the world. Springboard, boom, just like that. Exactly what I just said. Well done, Usa-chan. Amy Wade getting every shot she can in on Storm. Bang with the trash can. Usa-chan doesn't have a tag team partner, so she needs to use these weapons. And wait, we have an elimination.
Amy Wade has been eliminated.
Now, these last few falls have not resulted in any points being won because the teams have not. The other member of the team is still active. So right now, I'm looking at the only active team. The full team that we have is Love Storm, Tony Storm, and Shirakawa Mina. Usa-chan is fighting for herself and Giselle Shaw. Lady Frost fighting for the Great White North. The Unholy Alliance completely eliminated. Ophidian not going to be happy with that. Temperature drop to Shirakawa Mina. 1, 2, 3.
Shirakawa Mina has been eliminated.
Beautiful bunny flip by Usa-chan, and we are now in a situation every single fall wins a point, wins a victory, wins a tally mark in the win-loss records of the Animated Wrestling League. And as we all know, those win-loss records, that is what matters. That gets you title opportunities. That gets you into the best 4. That gets you into the big tournaments. That gets you invited to the Battle Royals. You have to chalk up those wins. And they're career wins in singles action. They don't reset. So you could have some huge numbers or hope for somebody who's been around here a lot longer than you to have a bad fall as far as the wins go. Storm with using her prodigious bottom. Couple of hard left. Okay, that weird looking backbreaker of hers. She likes to flip that around and do a DDT as well. 1, 2. No. So far, the only team that's won a point is Usa-chan and Giselle Shaw when Shaw single-handedly took out the Unholy Alliance. Oh, beautiful hook kick. Dude, bunny hop. Bunny hop. She's calling for the bunny hop. Going to be able to get it. Wait a minute, what's she doing? Maybe a feint here going after Storm. The speed of the rabbit. Beautiful takedown. But that has allowed Lady Frost to grab that international equalizer, that baseball bat, the Louisville Slugger. Oh, God, right to the head. Good thing these characters are all animated. Oh, everybody flag it. There's that flip over DDT that I mentioned Timeless Tony Storm loves to use. Nobody can win the match on the outside. They've got to get back in the ring. There is no count. There is no ring out. There is no 20 count. This match will continue until we either run out of time or people get their ass in the ring and actually eliminate their opponent. Storm looking to do something extremely stupid. Yes, she does! Oh, God! The coccyx! But I think she got quite a bit of that on Lady Frost. But maybe not enough, as Lady Frost right back to her feet. Adrenaline surging through the body of the Queen of Murder Gymnastics. Oh, God, the trash can lid back in play. Usa-chan, I think, wisely waiting for somebody she can pin. This is smart. We're about to start hearing more rapid time calls. Oh, wait a minute. No, she could make the leap from there. Yes, she can! That's a good 10-foot jump along the hypotenuse. And down goes the Timeless One.
15 minutes on the left.
One more time. Elbow drop from the top. Pick your target, Usa-chan. You can take whoever you want right now. Just get them in the ring. It's a 20 by 20 foot field of battle. Cover here, 1. Storm gonna let it happen. 3.
Lady Frost has been eliminated. 2 victories to Usa-chan and AWL Strong.
This is 1-on-1, and we know Storm can be an absolute crazy bitch, but a duck of the hip attack. Buddy flip, buddy flip, buddy flip, buddy flip. Could the buddy flip be enough to do it? 1, 2, no, not the first time Toni Storm has been flipped by a bunny. What do we have here? Oh, no, she dodges it. Storm dodges the flying trash can. The Greco-Roman flying trash can, not effective, but the Abbott-style drop kick is. She could be out. But we're going to make sure he's Sotolaza. Buddy hop, buddy hop, buddy hop. Explodido! Bunny hop extreme. 1, 2, 3. Another clean sweep. Season 25, the year of the clean sweep in the Animated Wrestling League. 3 wins for a brand new team.
Here are your winners in a clean sweep. Usa-chan and Shaw.
Congratulations to this brand new breath of fresh air in the Joshi Tag Team Division. We do have an update. The AWL Best 4, after their loss earlier, the Conglomeration demoted to rank 4, which means Usa-chan and Shaw now at number 3. A great start in the Joshi Tag Team Division for this new pair. It has been chaos between these two factions for weeks. Can the leaders finally solve this?
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied by Danger Hawk and Thunder Hawk. He is one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions. Representing the flyest trio in the galaxy, this is Razerwing.
The most gold-laden trio in the Animated Wrestling League. Razerhawk and Dangerhawk, the tag team champions of the world. Thunderhawk, the Canadian national champion, on his road, hopefully, to an opportunity against King Akira and the AWL Grand Championship.
Number two, practice the snake style.
And here comes a bastard.
And his opponents, being accompanied by the Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion King Ophidian and the Serpentine Sensation Heavy Star, he is the master of snake style, the Venice Vile Serpent of the Nile, Ophidian.
They've lost the World Tag Team titles to the Cyberhawks. That was what started off this feud. We've had attacks backstage involving Ultramantis Black as well. Ophidian back now after a 1-week suspension for unsanctioned combat. We saw a 3-on-3, but a mob-style jumping, and now even Hibitsky not saying "Viva Monster Union." That's new. Ophidian has never said it because he's never given a shit about this team, except for what they can do for him. But Hibitsky, that's new. Bang the gong, the main event is on. Gravity kick to start us off. Tachiai goes to the Hawks. Now back when Razorhawk was just a student at the Wrestle Factory, Ophidian was one of his trainers alongside the likes of Mike Quackenbush and Chuck Taylor, although he might have been Dustin at the time, and of course guys like Fire Ant. They were just this cavalcade of some of the greatest stars of their generation, greatest athletes of their generation, that trained this man. And boom, there's the skyward soar. That's a move that's a Cyberhawk move. That flipping slingshot into the Hurricane Rana. German suplex. He right back, up, down, all around. Looking for the power bomb. He finds it sit-out style like a bomb. Ophidian. He is a treacherous son of a bitch. He is one of the most amazing professional athletes in the history of this great sport. Right there, that perfect body control. Able to make his body do anything and everything he wants it to do, exactly when he wants to do it. He's also one of the smartest nasty bastards that we've ever had in wrestling. Oh, wait a minute, looking for the O'Connor roll. Can he get it? He goes for the jackknife cover. A very quick escape. Trying to show Ophidian, maybe trying to show Ophidian moves that he didn't learn in the factory. And another sit-out powerbomb. That's not something that Ophidian usually goes to. Maybe realizing that his student has learned very well, and we need this to be a case of, I taught you everything you knew, but not everything I know. Enzigiri by the Golden Glider. The Golden Hawk, I should say. And you could hear the caw-caw. And the fans echoing throughout the arena. They wanted to see the poisonous Ophidian get his comeuppance. And the Poison Rana could be how he does it. The Wonton Bomb. Spell it with an X. 1, 2, 3. It is 1-on-1. There. Okay, and now he doesn't even talk. What's he doing? Just growling. I was about to say, this is 1-on-1. There is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Ophidian or Razorhawk, whoever wins this. And wait, the poison missed! One of the oldest Osirian portal tricks in the book. The Dogugiri, and now the Ophidian Death Grip. He loves taking it down to the canvas lately. He used to do it with the body scissors, now he likes to lean back into it. I've used that hold myself over the years. That is actually a more effective way of doing it. Oh, wait, gets caught. Razorhawk with an opportunity, yes! Now the mask of a Cyberhawk, it's mesh, it's not solid. It's how they see. So that Dogagiri, some of that at least got in. The mask, oh boom! Distraction as the rest of the Cyberhawks watching on, concerned for their leader and their friend, their brother. Right hands connecting, left and right. Razorhawk trying to come out on top of this. Ophidian has never been this kind of a striker. Never been a stand-in striker. 6 minutes on the clock. You're not going anywhere, Ophidian, says Razorhawk. Dangerous territory. He wants to be up high. He cannot possibly hit the Swanton from this angle, but he can hit a moonsault. Ophidian tried to slither out of the way. He did not get there. Ophidian now in control. And wait a minute, Dangerhawk now getting involved. A little tit for tat after the interference from the rest of the Monster Union. Look behind you, Snake Boy. He's looking for it. The Razor's Edge. Up and no! Ophidian able to counter into the arm drag. The Lucha Libre experience going all the way back to Skida. Into the corner now, not getting there.
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
These two genuinely do not like each other. Fisherman suplex. Felt he didn't have the bridge. Drop toe hold from the sneaky little Ophidian. Not even shooting the half. Rolls him over. Takes an extra half second to do it. And that could be the difference between victory and defeat. It is 2.999 ad infinitum. But Ophidian has not won this yet. Leg sweep. I almost said by the challenger. He may as well be facing off against his own teacher. I do not believe these two have ever faced each other one-on-one. They faced each other across the ring in Chikara. But that was always tag team, trios, Atomicos. Looking one more time. He didn't get it the first time. Isatsuwasa, the Razor's Edge! Into the cover, deep and right in front of his own men, including the Grand Champion. 1, 2, 3. Every once in a while, the good guys win.
Here is your winner,
That is going to do it for us tonight. I've been Ryu Sensei for the Animated Wrestling League. If you have enjoyed this particular brand of professional wrestling action, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and leave us a comment. Let us know you're out there. Next week, the tag team division continues with more debuts and a title challenge. But that's next time. For tonight, korede kimarida.